Loser.
Hey! He's back, baby. He's back.
What do you mean I was never gone?
Yeah.
Dude, I went through time and space, bro. It was tight.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys, welcome back
Hello.
to
Welcome.
another episode of
Best
G Has
of
Bad
Five.
Opinions. What?
Oh, fuck. Is that what we're changing the name?
I didn't know.
G has terrible opinions. I mean, I'm sure you're not wrong. I'm sure there's a lot more listeners that listen to me just to disagree with me.
No, so the last episode we recorded a little while ago, and I kind of like skimmed through it again, and I listened to some of what we talked about, and was like, who cares if it's in or on a car, bro?
I got shit on about the Mortal Kombat thing from that one.
Good, because you were wrong.
My good friend Christina, she's like, Mortal Kombat's the shit. I was like, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying a Street Fighter movie would be better. So fuck off.
It wasn't, because they literally did both of them already.
Also, yeah, I finally convinced them to watch it. I'm like, hey, I mentioned you guys about the in and out of the car, and we had an argument about it. And I'm like, just listen to the podcast and you can hear my argument. So listen to the podcast and you can hear my argument about
There
it.
you go. It'll be in the corner that G won't put up.
I won't. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm burnt to shit. Oh,
I didn't think your
God.
people did that.
No, look at that nose. Not only is it big, it's burnt as fuck.
Wow. It's like, I didn't know your part. Never mind. I'm going to just skip over
No,
that.
no, go for it. I want to hear
good.
this now.
Nope.
You didn't think my people can burn?
Nope.
That's the Spanish in me, bro.
Dude, I get like super
Dude, yeah,
red.
look how red I
Dude,
am.
you are dude, I don't even get that sunburned.
Yeah, it's gonna look so good in 3 days.
It's like 6 hours.
Yeah,
You'll wake up tomorrow.
we get sunburned and it hurts for like 4 or 5 hours, and then it's just fine. So
Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
the cancer.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, it's funny. I haven't been to the doctor since I was like an actual physician.
Dude, you better knock on wood or something, dude. You're talking so much shit right now.
I've said that forever. So if it happens, it happens, right?
Knock on wood.
Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to the doctor since I was like 16.
I'm
Like, no lie.
probably
Yeah.
real close to the same day.
I had like insurance. Like I had like a full time job that had insurance,
yeah,
and I
it's
was like,
probably-
"This is still expensive."
It's probably been close to like 8 to 10 years.
Was it-
last time I was at a doctor.
Was it your last physical when the doctor made you cough?
Yes.
Like-
That's what they do with a physical?
That's what I'm saying. Was it your last physical? Was it the last time you went to the doctor?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, okay.
I haven't gotten a physical since I was in high school.
Oh,
Because I don't do sports anymore. Even though it's
this is the prime.
pristine, athletic
You may not like
build.
it, but this is an athletic build.
Yeah, it's an athletic build. I got a little bonus question before we start. My buddy brought up a good little question today. So
I really want to just like edit this and just add a bonus question that just cut it to like round one, but I'm not gonna do it. Sorry. Still
but
might.
he brought up, he's like, so if you and LeBron James went into a
Oh, I
one-on-one,
saw this. I saw this today actually.
a one-on-one basketball like match,
it was-
or
it was-
game, and you guys switch bodies.
So it's like
you
no,
Freaky Friday.
yeah, because you have his athleticism, but
Pretty much just Freaky Friday. Your brain goes in LeBron's body, and all his knowledge of basketball and skills go into your body.
who would win?
Yeah,
I would.
LeBron's body would win every time.
Yeah, no. The question was more so like, if you had LeBron's physical ability but not his basketball knowledge, and LeBron had your physical ability but his basketball knowledge, who would win? I don't know.
That's a stupid question.
It doesn't matter because that's hypothetical, and Space Jam 2 is gonna suck.
Yeah, Space Jam 2 is gonna be fucking terrible.
Also,
Anyway.
I love that everyone's upset that Lola Bunny's not all thoughty.
Dude, she was never thoughty in the first place. I'm so confused on why people think she was thoughty.
You're the one that says that that our generation invented furries, or whoever was cartooning in our generation invented furries.
I think it's our obsession with inanimate, like fake cartoon objects.
It
and
is
video game.
I mean, it is weird to
characters.
say that Lola Bunny was pretty thick back in the 90s.
She wasn't though.
She was pretty thick,
She wasn't though.
which is super again weird to say. Anyways, that's
Yo,
that's
wild,
way
dude.
too much talk about the tunes. Let's go. Let's move
Let's
this.
jump into it.
Round one.
What's the first subject, sir?
The first subject of today is from one of our listeners, Megan.
Megan, you're always coming up.
All time, because like 5 people left ideas.
3.
I didn't mean that offensively, but 5 people left ideas.
Yeah, be better, you guys.
All time worst movie.
Click it.
All-time worst movie.
Click it and ticket. The all-time worst movie?
I can tell you, if
That's
it's
a
versus
hard
fucking
one.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, I know the answer. It's Street Fighter.
I mean, they're both really bad. So all-time worst though, like one that I was like extremely just like not happy with.
The Snyder Cut.
Yeah, no.
But for real though, just all the DC movies are fucking terrible, and it's sad that it took like
Not
20,
the Nolan ones, dude.
$20 billion and 2 tries to make the Justice League okay.
That's fair. Did you finally watch it?
No, I have no interest in watching it. It's gonna be the same movie.
No, it's worth the watch. Anyways, worst movie ever. That's a good question because I don't really think about that kind of stuff.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman 84 was really bad. I wouldn't say it's the worst.
Godzilla 2000
The first Hulk movie was
with
terrible.
Matthew Broderick.
Actually, I enjoyed that movie when I was a kid, so I can still watch it.
Space Jam.
It's like Volcano. Remember that one? With
I-
Tommy Lee Jones?
I remember Dante's Peak or whatever the other
Dante's
volcano.
Inferno?
No, it's
That is Dante's Peak, I think.
it's a different volcano movie.
Lion King. I'm gonna go with that. The new Lion King.
Why? It's the same movie as the old Lion King.
Exactly. Like it wasn't like it was.
I think the new Lion King was funnier.
No,
but it's the same
no,
movie. So.
that movie was just not like it.
Ooh, I channel my inner Vin Diesel right there for a second.
We're not friends, we're family. The thing, okay, so the thing about Lion King is like it was the first movie in a long time that I was just like, dude, this is not good. Like it's like cinematically, it's beautiful, but it's legit the same movie to a T. And I'm just like, dude, like switch it up a little bit. Like Aladdin, yeah, it was not great, but it was still different, so I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jungle Book was different enough that you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't remember the Jungle Book.
But they literally went like step by step with it. I'm just like, yo, I get it. Also,
Yeah.
Beyonce and Childish Gambino can't sing for some stupid reason in this movie, and then they give like Beyonce like this like huge lead because she's Beyonce, and I'm just like, dude,
it was Beyonce Nala?
yeah, she was Nala, and then
Old Nala?
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
and then like yeah, like they tried showing emotion, but they're like, well, cats don't have emotion, so don't show emotion. So like when like Mufasa dies, you're just like, is he actually sad? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, like in the cartoon where he's like he's like
Wake
jumping
up, Dad.
on
Yeah.
him. Yeah. I'm just like, oh.
That one still hurts. Yeah, and I watched this one. I was like,
None of the lions have penises. What is up with that?
yeah, dude. I mean,
Trying to make it real. Don't even see the cockle balls.
I mean, it's nature. They got to see it, right?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna get upset? It's like, oh,
There
why,
are some-
Why
there are
am I
some-
seeing that cat's testicles? And
There
it's
are
like,
some shots though that are very interesting because it like swoops up from behind the cat. I'm like, dude, if this was a real lion,
Where's the
that'll
booty
be
hole?
straight just balls, dude.
yeah,
Like,
where's
what the
balls and
fuck are
booty
you
hole with
doing?
this, man?
Stupid.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of any movies from the '90s that I'm just like, this is god awful.
Dude, there's so many bad movies though, like The Room,
yeah, but those are like bad
Bill and
movies
Ted's Bogus Journey.
like Mortal Kombat 3, Annihilation.
Yeah, it was like the second one.
Yeah. Oh, is that 2? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is because they only made 2, huh?
I think so.
Ninja Turtles 3 was pretty bad.
Ninja Turtles 2 was pretty bad.
Dude, Secret of the Ooze is the best movie.
Ninja Turtles 1 was pretty bad. Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bad Boys for Life was pretty bad.
I didn't mind that one. It was, like the
There's
expectations
just
were
so many bad movies.
the expectations were extremely low for that one, so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I hate the fact that we live in this era where we're gonna either reboot or like sequels that are like 30 years later, and I have to give them like the lowest expectations for me to semi enjoy them.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I think we have to like go by genre if we go by because there's just so many bad movies.
Worst comedy movie that was supposed to be big.
Anything by Woody Allen.
That's fair.
Woody Allen's not funny. I don't know what fucking boomers love about Woody Allen, but he's a fucking weirdo. He like married his daughter.
And
Gross.
it's like really Bill Cosby esque.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
no
is
one
there-
wants to talk about it.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm not surprised. But yeah, he's not funny. The dude's never funny. He's like the nervous like Jew. I didn't know like the nervous New York Jew was like a stereotype until I saw Woody Allen. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'll get with Tim Allen. I'm just kidding. Well, he's not Jewish. Buzz Lightyear's not Jewish. At least I don't think he is. That's funny.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so I'm trying to think like comedy wise. I remember I didn't like Nacho Libre or like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I didn't like Nacho Libre and
And then I
Napoleon
watched it and
Dynamite.
I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Like,
That didn't make okay. That sentence made
no,
no
like
fucking sense.
when I first watched it, I was like, this is stupid. Then I watched it again. I was like, oh, okay, this is.
Is that
actually
the same
kinda funny.
director for both those
Yeah,
movies?
that's one reason why I put them together. Comedy wise, I don't know, man, because again, like it comes down to
There are a lot of bad
you
movies.
can't remember Oh, dude, Jurassic World, the second one was so bad.
Yeah, like if we were doing like worse, like big budget movies, that's definitely on the list of
Of
like,
all time,
worst.
though?
Like, yeah.
Man, of all time?
Dude, that's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Because, I mean, like, we live
It's
in a
Fantastic
world.
Four.
Yeah, we live in a world where Fantastic Four exists, and we live in a world where Citizen Kane exists.
Fan-Four
Both
stick?
terrible movies.
Oh, speaking of Citizen Kane, I actually tried watching that this weekend. So I got my COVID vaccine shot. So I was like, oh, like I'm just going to be like dead for a minute.
Yeah.
And I tried watching Citizen Kane and I was like, I'm either going to fall asleep to this, which is going to help, or I'm actually going to watch it and maybe enjoy it. And that's going to help. And I fell asleep to it. So it helped.
Yeah. I had to do like a critical analysis in a bunch of film classes I took in college. Because that was part of my degree for some reason. It was film.
I'm sorry, people. I know we're not really giving a lot of like bad movies, but it's so hard to think
There's
of.
so many bad movies.
Not only that, but it's also like, why would you remember the worst movie you've ever seen?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if it's that bad, you're gonna forget about it.
Yeah, for real.
But
I
if
wish
you
I
guys
could
have-
forget about Justice League.
And you haven't even seen it. I love it.
No, the old one.
The old one.
Yeah, Snyder Cut's just going to be a better shitty movie.
We can go with Batman. Is it Batman Begins or Batman Forever?
Batman Begins was the Nolan one.
Oh, Batman Begins is probably the best Batman movie.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight is the best Batman movie for sure. But
Yeah, it's
now I'm thinking
alright.
of the Iceman one with Arnold
Oh, yeah.
and Jim Carrey and Tommy
Yeah.
Lee Jones.
God, what movie is that? What Batman is that? I don't remember.
Ice
Batman
to see
Forever?
you. I think
it's Batman Forever. Yeah.
Ice to see you. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Get the
dude.
fuck out. Dude, I don't know. It's hard, too, because like there's so many bad movies that we saw as kids
I'm totally gonna
that
look
were
this
good
up.
movies.
I want to look this up when we're done and just be like,
Yeah, like the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Land Before Time. Those movies are probably terrible, but I only saw them as a child, so I don't...
I love them.
Yeah, exactly. The little Brave Little Toaster, probably terrible movies.
I love them.
Also, like, what's up with sentient toasters and all the appliances? Like, do you remember the scene where the fucking air
Oh my god,
conditioner
that's time.
dies?
That's fucking time. Just stop talking.
It's fucking, the concept is so fucking weird. I don't understand.
I
it.
really hope you guys are yelling at your speakers right now, being like, "What the fuck? We forgot about this movie." And then I'll be like, "Yeah, you're right," but also,
Fuck that movie.
yeah, why would we remember it? So,
Yeah.
no,
Like I
please,
said, there's so many bad movies.
please send us a DM
Yeah.
of what movies you think are the worst movies
Slide
ever
into
made,
G's DM and tell him why he's wrong.
or our podcast DMs because we both read it, and then just direct it towards me. That way, Chris can laugh about it,
Yeah. And we usually respond and differentiate who's responding.
unless it's Robert.
Yeah, unless it's Rob. Then we just like both say, fuck you, Rob. And then you never know who said it.
Let's go, Buffs.
Round two.
All right, G.
Chicken sandwiches.
You didn't let me introduce the thing.
Chicken sandwiches.
Son of a bitch. I don't know what that means. Chicken sandwiches?
Yeah, it's a chicken sandwich war because that's a thing now.
You're like, oh, yeah.
And, like-
oh, the chicken sandwich war.
And then-
oh, that makes so much more sense, he said sarcastically with a lot of facial
And
expressions.
then it's because like McDonald's is now trying to be a part of that with not with their spicy chicken, but just like we have a chicken sandwich to be part of the chicken sandwich. First of all, I didn't even finish the sentence, which is great. First of all, I don't count every chicken sandwich
As
if
a
it's-
participant?
if it's not spicy.
It has to be a spicy.
It has to be spicy.
All right. That makes sense.
So what's
Wendy's.
okay? I'm definitely gonna go Chick-Fil-A, Wendy's, and then Popeyes.
Chick-fil-A is white people spicy. It's
Nah,
not.
dude.
It's not. It has to be spicy to be a spicy chicken sandwich.
I'm not talking about like, oh my god, this is hot. I'm just like, oh cool.
It doesn't
like,
even
this
like
spicy
doesn't
has like a
tickle
good.
my mouth taint. Why the fuck would I eat a spicy chicken sandwich? It doesn't even tickle my uvula.
The only bad thing about Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich is that you can't get it on Sundays, which is for some fucking reason the only time I want to
The
get
only
it.
bad thing, I can list like 3 more bad
Okay,
things.
go. 1.
It's not very spicy.
Okay, 2.
The sauce isn't very good,
Okay, 3.
and they only give you like a lettuce on it.
And you're wrong on all 3 of those. I love Chick-fil-A, dude.
Yeah, because you.
It's juicy. It's juicy.
Moving on.
It tastes great, and I'm satisfied every single time, especially with the fries. And I think a lot of it has to do
Well,
with the
I
fries
can't
there
even
too.
like Chick-fil-A because I watched the Little Nas X music video and I'm gay now, so I can't even like Chick-fil-A.
Is that what all it takes?
Yes, I guess.
Like, it was so stupid when like Popeyes tried to bring in like the Chick-fil-A or the Wars or whatever, and then like they sold out, and like there was like 4 months where you couldn't get them. I finally got one. I was like, dude, what was the fucking?
It was better than Chick-Fil-A.
It was not.
It was better than Chick-Fil-A.
It still isn't. I've had it I've tried it every single time. I'm just like,
Wendy's is still the best, dude.
it's not the best. Dude. No.
Wendy's is the only like spicy chicken sandwich that's fucking spicy.
I mean, it's good. It's not
so,
the best.
The only problem with the Wendy's sandwich is that like it's never consistently the same spice.
That's
sometimes
very
you
true.
get it,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, whatever. And sometimes you get it, you're just like,
You know what's always consistent? Chick-Fil-A.
yeah, man, because it's not that hard to shit between a bun.
That's true. I guess I like shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I guess your taste never came back with COVID.
Okay.
Stupid ass fucking chicken sandwich ass.
Stupid
bullshit.
ass COVID.
You know what pisses me off too?
Oh, what's that?
And this is kind of shade, and you know exactly what restaurant I'm talking about. The fucking restaurants that open and do chicken sandwiches and they're fucking chicken strips. That shit pisses me off.
Are we talking about Cane's?
I'm talking about a lot of places.
Like what? Name them. Fuck it.
It's our friend's restaurant, so I don't want to name him. But you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Sexy Sammy's?
Oh, fuck.
I've never had Sexy Sammy's.
Yeah,
so
it's fucking chicken strips.
that's kind of, you can't call that you can't call that a fucking chicken sandwich.
I get it, dude.
Listen,
but it makes me so sad.
I'm all for supporting
Makes me
local
so
business.
sad.
Don't get me wrong, but you can't. It's a chicken strip inside of a bun.
It's Texas toast,
Oh,
I think.
well then it's not
No,
even
is it a bun? I
Is
don't
it a
remember.
sandwich?
I only had it once. It was pretty good though.
Do we need? I mean, yeah, but is
Dude,
it
fucking sexy sauce? Oh, God, yeah.
so stupid?
That sauce. Now that's some fucking sauce, dude.
We're not talking about sauce. We're talking about
Fucking-
chicken sandwiches.
Dude, that's half the fucking thing. Your chicken sandwich comes with some chicken sandwich sauce. It still counts as part of the chicken
Maybe
sandwich.
not. I don't know. Have you ever had Cane's?
Yes.
Don't like it.
It's okay. I would never drive to Fort Collins just to get chicken.
I hate the fact that when you're on college,
'Cause it's
you'll
the same
get
shit.
Huh?
Like chicken tenders or chicken sandwich with
yeah.
tenders. Yeah.
I don't think they have extra sandwich, do they? I don't know.
Yeah,
Also,
they
I
have
didn't really like it.
sandwiches.
Yeah, it's funny how this culture, like this cultural phenomenon, is gone down of just like where chickens are now like a thing, right? So you think about like burgers and how they like had like the realm for so long, and now we want variety mainly because there's a lot of more people that have preference like, oh, we don't eat like red meat, we just eat chicken or things like that or whatever.
Pussies.
But I mean, yeah, I would rather eat a chicken sandwich than a burger.
Oh yeah, if I had to give up a meat, I would definitely give up beef before I would give up chicken.
Ground beef.
No, it has to be. You can't just.
Oh, just like the whole thing.
Yeah, you have to give it the whole cow, bro.
What other restaurants have that? I mean, I like it. We don't even mention Burger King, and they've had like the OG like
The
chicken sandwich.
I will say though, like the sauce that they put on the Burger King spicy chicken sandwich is really fucking good. And every time I get it,
That's
it's
not good.
It's like spicy mayo pretty much, and I don't know, man. There's just like the way they toast their buns also gives a nice, rich, buttery flavor too.
I don't like
but
Burger
the actual
King.
meat in itself is not very good.
I'm not a big fan of Burger King, like at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I'll eat it, but I'm not. It's always like, oh, like if it's the only place that's open, I guess we'll do some BK Lounge. But it's
Yeah.
never like.
dude, I've ate Burger King twice since I've been sick
Is it with me?
because I can't taste it.
That's fair.
So I'm like, fuck it, might as well eat Burger King when I can't taste it.
Jack in the Box. I've never had their. I mean, honestly, if there was gonna be one place that makes a good chicken sandwich, it's probably Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I don't know. Any like fast food place that's not like a taco place that sells tacos freaks me out. I'm like, nah.
Burger King does.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
McDonald's used to.
Good move, McDonald's, to stop
Yeah.
doing that.
Stupid.
You're stupid.
Loser. Yeah, dude, I'm still gonna stick with Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
Dude, Chick-fil-A is not that good, man.
You're not that good.
I know that. But neither is Chick-fil-A.
Your stupid ass beanie. Jesus, I'm sorry. I couldn't
You
even.
shouldn't talk about yourself like that.
I'm not wearing a beanie, so I'm not
No,
talking
you're
to
my
myself.
stupid ass beanie.
Oh, you're beaner. Gotcha.
Because you're brown
Yeah, I'm red.
in your mind.
I'm technically red right now. Look at that.
Ah, you fucking dick. That was left-handed. It
Anyways.
didn't count.
Sexy Sammy's, huh?
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
need to-
good.
I need to try
But
out that place.
Fucking chicken tenders on a sandwich is bullshit.
I'm just saying, man. The technicality of it, you can't call that a chicken sandwich. Those are chicken tenders on Texas toast.
I think it might be a bun. I don't remember. I only had it once.
You know what they
But
should
I
make?
think the technicality is
You know
still
what they should?
wrong on
You know
that.
what they? Some
No,
place
'cause I'm
needs
in the
to
middle
make.
of telling you the technicality of what a sandwich is.
They need
but
to
it's fine.
make a sandwich that's
I like how he didn't stop.
oh my god, a country fried steak chicken sandwich
Yeah.
with like white gravy. Oh, dude, that sounds so
Yeah, they do
good.
that.
Who
They
does
do
that? Who does that?
I don't know. Go to a fucking like country
No,
fried
I'm
steak
talking.
place.
I'm talking like a fast food place that makes like a
Oh,
country.
why would a fast food place
Dude,
make a
KFC does a bunch of stupid shit like that, so why wouldn't they? That would just be really good. I love chicken fried steak and eggs. Oh, this drink's getting to me apparently.
I like fried chicken. I don't like fried steak.
Yeah,
Which is weird. Which is weird why it's like fried chicken.
And chicken fried steak.
Yeah, and fried steak.
Is it like a combination of both, just like a mesh of?
Yeah, so
It's
chicken
like
fried steak.
ground chicken and ground beef in one thing. Gross.
Well, it's actually a steak flank. It's not actually ground.
Oh well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's fine.
In order to make a chicken fried steak, in a literal sense, you'd have to like ground steak and
no,
ground
it's a
chicken
steak flank.
to make it a chicken fried steak.
You cut off a thin piece of meat,
And then you fry it.
and then you flatten it, and then you batter it, flour it. Well, flour it, batter it,
And
flour
we
it.
lost listeners. That's time.
You just can't bring up shit and then start just spouting wrong information.
I can because it makes them really upset.
I'm not the one that's upset.
No, neither am I. Nice.
I'm upset.
Round 3.
Oh,
I told you. not to
fucking
touch it.
gross, bud.
All right, high school.
High school is a subject. What was your favorite memory of high school?
None of them.
Graduating?
Why is this in the thing? I didn't even graduate high school. Why is this in the hat? I fucking hated high school. High school is so bad.
Maybe that's why we got to talk about it. Honestly,
Like therapy.
I wish that I enjoyed high school. I think there's a lot of people that did, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Like
Yeah.
you know, and this is no shade for anybody because everyone has their own way of
Fucking shade 'em,
growing
bro.
up
Shade 'em.
and being who you got to be, right? I just feel like if you think of the glory days as your high school days, you're not really working hard enough to make those glory days be a thing now.
I can see that.
You know, like, and again, if that's where you're content with, that's awesome. That's cool. That's fine. But for me, like, I hated high school, man. It was not only in a personal sense, in a social sense, it fucking sucked.
I mean, my social sense was fine. I just hated high school for every other reason. Like, I hated going to class. I hated not going to class because it gave me anxiety that I wasn't at class. But I hated going to class more.
I think the biggest thing about high school for me was I
Hated
finally,
homework.
yeah, I still hate homework.
Hated whatever fucking high school history class that made me do a me book. I'm like, fuck this, dude.
Oh, I forgot about the me book, dude.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, me and Chris went to the same high school. We graduated 2 years apart, and we didn't meet until like 5 years afterwards.
Probably. I was too
Or at
cool
least
for him. He
5
was never in
years.
my clique.
Yeah, I was the kind of guy who knew everyone
Was
but
boring
didn't know
and-
anybody.
Hated him.
It was just like, oh, that's G. That's the guy who just doesn't shut the fuck up. That was me. I was a really obnoxious
He
kid.
wore a fedora.
No, the fedora actually came after high school.
Surprising.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I remember doing my me book, dude. This was when I was like done with high
Was
school.
that Gonzalez?
I mean, it was a bunch of teachers. It was like it was part of the whole age group. But I remember like I was already like at the end of me like giving a fuck about high school. So I just stopped going to high school. And the only day I actually went, because they partnered you up with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to like interview a person to put in your me book for some reason.
Oh, I remember that. No, you had to like write like a dedication to them or something
Or
like
some
that.
bullshit. I don't know. I didn't go.
Oh yeah, I wrote one about my high school sweetheart. I forgot about that.
It was kind of funny because partnered me up with this girl that I had a super huge crush on, and I was still kind of
Her name was G.
still kind of do.
Who is it?
No.
Who is it?
No.
No,
So anyway.
come on. Who is it? What does it rhyme with?
So anyway.
What does it rhyme with?
So
no,
anyway.
you gotta...
So anyway.
I want to set this up. Does she have
That's the
kids?
only day.
She married?
No to both.
Oh well, then dude, what do you?
She doesn't live in the state.
Where does she live?
I don't know. Shut the fuck up and let me finish the story, dude.
want to know who this is.
So yeah, the only day I went to high school for like a month was just to go back for her to interview me, and then I immediately left.
Who was this dude?
That was like the only time
Would
I went to
I
high
know
school
who
for
she
like
is?
a month. Yeah, of course.
Ooh, was she my grade or your grade?
My grade.
What's the last letter?
I don't know what that means.
The last name of her last name
The last letter is Z, because that's how the alphabet works. G.
of her last name.
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
Yes, you do.
Of course I do.
Oh, you don't want to tell me?
No.
Can you tell me afterwards?
No.
Fucker.
But anyway, yeah. And then I guess
no,
there was
so-
like band and sports, which like that held me in school longer than it should have.
No, man.
If I
Like,
wasn't in band or sports.
I think it was just difficult for me because I was in such a weird situation where I didn't know who I was, and I felt like I did, but that was also influenced by like the paisas and the Mexicans over here, and then like the white people over here, but then like the people in the middle where I was at, you know what I mean? So I was trying to stretch myself in so many like ways just to please everybody that when I got out of high school, I didn't know anybody. And that made it really difficult because I was just like at home. I would come to like downtown and just like play gigs at 18, which maybe that was like a good thing at the end of,
that's probably
everything.
a good thing.
But just high school was just so, the expectations for you to be relevant were so high. And I think that really fucked with me afterwards,
yeah.
you know? And then like, you know, you're hitting puberty and you're starting to like talk to people and you try to be cool and swag and
I hit puberty in like
and
6th grade, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fair. I hit it pretty late. You can tell.
With your massive
But
beard.
Yeah, I
and
didn't
your
do
goddamn testosterone.
sports. I didn't do music classes or anything like that.
See, maybe that's why like you didn't enjoy high school that much. You didn't do enough activity.
Yeah, I think my favorite memory was actually the last day before graduation. A bunch of the people asked me if I wanted to hang out, and my mom actually said yes. Like I still had to ask my mom for permission, like at 18.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I think it was like moved out of my parents' house at 17.
Oh, I moved.
But that's a different reason.
I moved out the next day after.
I had a child by that time.
graduation, and then literally like it felt like I think it was like the next day I moved out of my parents' house and like got my own place. But they asked me to go ice blocking at the UNC.
The fuck is ice blocking?
At the UNC Hill. So ice blocking is legit just like ice sledding, but you go to King Supers and buy an actual block of ice, put a towel in it, and you slide down it. That was the first time I stayed out late and like was like part of like the school thing, you know, and it didn't help me develop me to where I'm at now. I feel like besides the music aspect of it, because like I did do like my first show in front of people there. It didn't really help me to like be all I can be.
Yeah,
which is not the slogan's more military, huh?
Yeah, I was like, that's like Army or Marines or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But yeah, man, like my homies in high school that I was really tight with, I'm still talk to.
That's good.
But it's like 4 people, and we're not really like great friends anymore. But we're still like talk to each other.
I don't really talk to anybody from high school that I can think of, like immediately.
And I did go to college.
You're the closest person.
That's weird.
I didn't even know you. Yeah.
I didn't hang out with your people in high school.
That's fair.
Fucking losers. Actually, I hung out with losers all the time. I was in a marching band.
Yeah, he's calling Mexican losers.
Dude, I was part of the brown crowd.
But it's 2009, so that's okay to say.
Yeah, I was part of the brown crowd.
Or 2008 for him.
It was like 2006.
2007. He didn't graduate, remember?
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, but yeah, like,
my people are.
Yeah, it's only like 4 of them. We're not like fantastic friends, like call each other every weekend, but we still talk to each other.
Did your class ever do like senior pranks?
I mean, probably.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I wasn't part of that group at all, man.
Yeah, I think that the worst thing about high school, and I hope it's changed recently, is the fact that they're like, you have to go to college to succeed.
Yeah.
That was the biggest lie I've ever heard.
I dropped out of high school and then went to college before my friends graduated.
Yeah. That's stupid.
So that was the thing I guess I did.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because then I ended up hanging out with a bunch of people that were older than me because they graduated a year before me from Central.
Yeah.
And then went to Ames, and I just went straight to Ames. So then I hung out with a bunch of people that I knew from high school that were older than me.
And that's
which was weird.
Did you know that Ames changed their mascot from the aardvarks to some fucking dog?
You bastards.
Yeah, dude. Why would you Arthur like that? Come on.
How dare you? Was there like an alumni vote? Because I would have voted against that shit.
Dude, I went to Ames for like 1 year, and now I'm still on academic probation with them. So if I were to ever go back, they'd be like, hey,
have you ever thought about going back to college just for fun?
Fuck no, dude. I know
Just
what
to
I want to
learn
do.
shit?
Like, if I can go to college and just take like the classes I want to take to make me better, yes, fuck yeah.
So we're taking music and audio engineering classes.
I would honestly love it. I would love if there was a some type of like school that would just be like, oh, you want to be a musician? Let me help you out with that. You don't need some certificate for that. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that validation.
That's called
of
community
it.
college. You could totally do that.
No, because I'm on academic probation.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
Round 4.
All right, you guys. The next subject is most attractive accent.
Most attractive accent.
I would say mine's Irish.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Like what kind of? There's a lot of Irish accents. Like there's a kind of Irish accent. It's like I don't know, but it's got and you scared a sheep and you scared and you're like, what?
You definitely just said right now that like I can't even follow that skit.
Yeah,
It was
you
so
go.
hard to improvise that.
There you go. You're welcome.
Like Dublinish.
Okay, I can see
So
that.
like Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Like I remember when like PSLA came out, I actually had like a mini crush on Gerard Butler. Yeah.
With not 300.
No, because he was like more like aggressive about it, you know.
Yeah, but those abs just cut.
Yeah, but when he's like, I'm not going anywhere, and then he like dies.
I thought he was Scottish.
No, it takes place in.
No, I thought Gerard Butler was Scottish.
No, he's Irish. Yeah, maybe I don't know. They're kind of the same. Whatever.
And there goes our entire
I'm just saying,
international
man.
audience.
If y'all are calling every person that's not from south of the border Mexican and they're from like Honduras, El Salvador, it's kind of like saying the same thing from like Irish and Scottish people, man. Just let's be real.
Dude, so do you know that Animaniac skit where Yakko like names every country on the map? And he's like, every country according to Mexicans. And it's like, United States, Canada, Mexico, 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 Mexico. Started pointing. All of South America was Mexico.
That's amazing. I love it. I'm just saying, if you guys want equality, I'm going to tell you right now, Scottish, Wales, and Irish people sound the same.
No, they don't.
I mean,
I
close
disagree
enough,
with you.
whatever. But
I have a more refined ear, though.
There's a reason why on St. Patrick's Day they wear kilts. That's not Irish at all.
It's Celtic.
Yeah. So exactly, fucking exactly.
Yeah. Ireland is part Celtic.
Exactly. So they all sound the same.
They don't sound the same.
It's like, oh, everyone from Latin America is some type of Incan or Mayan or Aztec.
But they don't sound the same either.
I mean, to white people, we do.
I guess I'm just more refined.
If you ask like a Mexican, like, how does a Mexican talk compared to like someone from El Salvador? You'll be like, oh yeah, like, pinches no mames, güey, pinches mamadas. And people from like El Salvador, Guatemala are like, bueno, ¿cómo estás, señor? ¿Cómo te va? You know, they're very slower talking. So
people from Argentina. Do Argentina.
Oh, chévere, chévere. Es que me gusta lo que estás diciendo tú. You know, they're just very...
Do Chile.
I actually don't know Chile. I think they speak
Brazil.
Mexican.
Portuguese?
Yeah. Ciao.
Ciao.
No, but I will say,
canceled.
my thing is definitely, I love the Irish like accent. I remember when I went to go visit, someone like lady was like I was like booking at the hospital, was like, oh, where are you coming from? And I was like,
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. To me, man, I'm down with like.
You're all Bostonian.
Oh yeah.
If there's some like Bill Burr, he melts.
Dude, I fucking love Bill Burr. I love me some Billy Burr. Yeah, I don't know. Like all American accents to me kind of sound dumb.
Well, let's go international. Internationally, outside of the U.S., what's your favorite accent? Like, what's the accent that makes your wee feel like
probably Australian.
One wee full.
Yeah, probably Australian.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Dude, I listened to this like audiophile YouTuber, and he has like this Bluetooth speaker, and that Bluetooth speaker fucking gets something. It's like Bluetooth mode. I'm just like, oh yeah.
You know, the one reason why you should get
also calling someone a Sheila just feels right. Like, look at this sexy little Sheila. I'm like, yes.
If I could find someone who talks like Korg. Just,
hey guys,
just straight New Zealand. Hey man, how's it going? My name's Korg.
I decided as of right now, anytime like I have to do like a team bonding exercise and like, all right, so you just tell your name, something about you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Korg monologue.
Hi, my name's Korg.
I'm made of rocks. I'm kind of the leader here.
Yeah, Taika. I actually think Taika's cooler because of his accent before
Meek.
it is.
Or what's his name? The little,
Reek?
The slug thing?
Is it Meek or Reek?
I thought it was Meek.
I think it's Meek. Reek is Game of Thrones, sorry.
I don't watch that. It's for white people.
Yeah, the British accent's pretty nice because it seems very proper, but
then you get like the British accent that's like super like talking.
It's also
like,
really hidden too because
fuck?
it's like they can say like some fucked up shit but sound so polite saying it. Mm-hmm. Like, oh lad, it's not Derby, it's Darby, and you're like, oh word.
Yeah, sure, man.
I feel like
I think that's why I like the Australian accent because it's like a mixture of like American
it's the
and
south.
British.
It's the south of Great Britain. Let's be real.
What?
It's the south of Great Britain.
No, it's not.
They're technically still part of like the British Empire, aren't they?
I don't think so.
I mean, the Queen's on the money.
Good for them.
It's also in Canada, so
I'm pretty sure they're their own country and continent.
But I mean, I think they could still say "God Save the Queen." I don't know, but you know what actually accent I really enjoy is like the South African accent. I actually love that because it seems so grounded.
So kind of funny that you said that because I watched Black Panther a couple nights ago, and that like Wakandan accent, I was like, "Ooh, what's up,
dude?" Oh my
it's
God.
just African accent. Like, it's so good.
So there, the last SNL episode that came out was with I always forget his name, the dude from Get Out, who's also like
Jordan Peele, or the actor.
the actor. No, yeah, the actor.
Yeah.
It's funny. He's actually British.
Yeah.
But he sounds super because he has an amazing American accent. He's an amazing actor. I love the guy to death.
It's not that good.
He was great in Judas and the Black Messiah. He did a great job
Yeah,
on
he
that.
did
It's
good.
fucking phenomenal.
You know who's a terrible American accent? Is Tom Holland.
No,
Yeah, his
I
American
don't mind his.
accent is so bad.
No, you
he's
know-
supposed to be from like Queens.
No.
Like,
You know who has a worse one than him?
No.
Is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh yeah, his Doctor Strange accent's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's really bad. But no,
Whatever that accent
that-
is,
the SNL skit-
That's the last one. on
that
my
whole
list.
SNL episode is a must watch. You should definitely watch it. He's great. It's a phenomenal episode. But they do this whole thing where they're meeting, it's like a couple that moved from some African country, and I don't know which one it is, which I know sounds really bad. But they come
There's
over.
a lot of countries in Africa.
But they come over and they're having like a dinner with this family, and they're talking about how his kid's gonna become a doctor, and the kid's like, "Well, actually, I want to be a creative writer," and then they just like start shitting on him like minority like families do when like you immigrate to America.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's definitely a watch. But yeah, like that accent is just so good. Like when you hear someone from like Black Panther talk, you're just like, or coming to America too, you're just like, oh
Yeah.
God, like I love it.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, I will.
And he's like, fuck you too.
Yeah, fuck you too.
But yes, I would say Irish. What's yours is Australian?
Australian for sure.
What's your in America? Is it Wisconsin?
No, definitely anything like from the north.
I do like a good Texas drawl.
Nah, dude. South. See, and like I think I like the neutral accents, like the west
Colorado.
and like
Colorado,
West Coast.
Utah,
Yeah,
maybe Kansas.
yeah, Kansas. They just say weird words like Beerox. I'm like, it's a fucking kraut
Or
burger, dog.
ruts.
That's just hick. I don't think that's Kansas. I think it's just hick.
Well, you're just making fun of head and mouth.
Well, is it sad that I knew who you were
That's
talking
sad.
about and I still went with it?
I'm gonna beep that out for sure.
No, it's a lot of my family. Dude, the fucking my
that's funny.
family, like, you know, like when you say like, hey, can you hand me the thing or whatever?
Yeah.
They say dill. They're just like, hand me the
Dude,
dill
why the fuck am I sweating so much?
because I make you nervous.
Final round.
Hey, you guys, we hope you guys are having a good time enjoying this podcast. If you guys do, please make sure you share it with your friends, family, and that long-lost nephew that you might have.
Tell your grandma
Tell your terrible uncle that you don't want for Thanksgiving.
because he won't come.
Yeah, especially after hearing us.
Dude, so my uncle refuses to listen to podcasts. And my mom was trying to tell him, like, I have a podcast and you should listen to it. But
Yeah.
as soon as she said the, like, podcast, he's like, nope, I don't even listen to them. And it's like, damn, that cold-blooded
What's his name?
uncle.
Hey, uncle, fuck you.
Yeah, anyway, you ready for the last round, G?
Yeah. Just told up your uncle. I hope he hears this, just so he doesn't like
He
me.
doesn't listen to podcasts. Why would he ever listen
Just
to
tell him that
this?
he has a shout out in this last podcast, and it's just us being like, "Hey, uncle, fuck you."
All right, anyway, the last topic for this wonderful podcast
Thank you guys again for listening.
is going to be beer. Something we were both very passionate about for a little while.
Hey, cheers.
And then our souls got crushed. And then kind of eased back into it.
Yeah, there was a certain place that kind of ruined beer for me.
Budweiser.
It's Coors.
same premise, different punchline.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we're both pretty.
You
well,
know,
we're not really passionate anymore about beer, but
so let me tell you,
we care a lot.
Let me tell you my journey about beer, but before I do that, a word from our sponsors, and we're back. Here's the thing about beer is I remember in high school there was such a huge uprising in it, and it was a lot of just like your typical beers. So your IPAs were like the biggest thing back
Yeah,
then,
they
right?
started exploding off in the before the.
I remember
2010s.
hearing. So I grew up in a family that doesn't drink. They're very. My grandfather was an alcoholic, so my dad doesn't touch alcohol. He does now, like a little bit here and there, but he doesn't like get shit faced like me, because he's a good man.
Because he's a good person.
But you know, my mom, she would drink a little bit, then she just stopped drinking altogether. So I was never really around alcohol, it always felt like a bad thing, which I totally understand why. I mean, I've used it sometimes to just kind of get away from things, and who hasn't, right?
I've never used alcohol as an unhealthy coping mechanism.
Yeah, he's
Therapist.
he's a good person. But so yeah, so when I got out of high school, like you would just see like Fat Tire, Dale's Pale Ale, 90 Shilling, and all these beers.
Huge
and just like,
Colorado brands.
yeah, but then you would see like, and then you would be like, oh, those are like the classy beers. I don't touch those because I'm not that cool, good enough or whatever. So then I would drink like Land Shark's Corona, Coors.
Land Shark was big here back then.
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
And so like, yeah, so then I just started kind of just giving it more of a chance. I remember my first favorite beer was 90 Shilling. Still one of my favorite go-tos.
Still top 5 for sure.
And then like after the whole IPA craze, fucking shit went crazy in the beer industry, man. Like it went so everywhere.
Yeah, it's like how hoppy can you make your beers? How like undrinkable can you make your beers? And then all of a sudden it just like went the opposite.
Yeah, like
it's
it was like
how
triple
much
IPAs
can you make your
and
beer not taste like beer?
I felt like it was like hoppiness, like triple IPAs and things like that, and then it turned into like how can you make dark or like heavy beers, and then it went to like sours, and then it went to like barrel aged. And
I got a lot of people into beer when the sour craze popped off, just because it was so new and it was an easy transition from wine to beer with all the sours. It's
the gozas, the sours,
yeah.
the actual like lactose sours,
and then all of a sudden all the sours started tasting too sweet. So then a lot of the people that I got into beer via sours started going more bitter. So they leaned into IPAs, which is a really weird direction for me.
And that's around like the haze craze. And I feel like after the haze craze, like you couldn't just have like a genuine enjoyment of beer, especially if you worked in the industry or if you wanted to be a part of that whole experience.
Yeah, yeah. The trends in beer are really weird and fickle.
And superficial as fuck, dude. Let's be real.
They're very superficial.
Like,
and like the
milkshake IPAs fucking suck. Stop trying to make them a thing.
They're fine.
See what I mean? Douche.
Wow. Your beer tastes bad? Put some lactose in it, bro.
Exactly, dude.
See, okay, my problem with the beer industry really is like they just try to stay too memey, if that makes any sense. Like a little behind the scenes in a lot of beer industries, like they brew a beer that's just like a base beer, and then they throw a bunch of like adjuncts or like fruits or something into it to change it just a little bit to make it a whole brand new beer. But they have these beers like stacked up, ready to go whenever, just don't know what like fruit or whatever they're putting into it to make it a little different. So when something stupid happens in the news, they already have a beer that's about to come out in the next couple weeks anyway, and they just give it a stupid meme name. And I'm just like, guys,
here's the hardest thing about it, man.
Some integrity would be awesome.
I don't know what it means to own a brewery. I do know what it means to work at a brewery for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing about it is that I hate the fact that you can't just be your own thing and you have to follow the trend. I hate the fact that like now everyone's, because seltzers are the thing, you want to just push towards that and forget all the integrity of how hard you work to evolutionize one specific type of beer.
Evolutionize.
Yeah, like I mean, like the haze craze was fucking cool.
That's not a word, bud.
Whatever. Shut up. Evolve. Fuck you. I'm on a rant right now. Just let me do this, okay? Like the haze craze was super cool, and then like after it wasn't, right? And it's still around, it's still lingering or whatever. The sour programs that everyone had, I was so excited for that. The barrel programs everyone had was super cool. And then you just started doing like these like random like, oh, this is an IPA, but it has like this little thing, and you're like, oh, cool. And then you start getting into like seltzers, and you're just like, well, we're gonna start making seltzers because that's what sells money. Which I get, it's a business. You want to do that.
I think the seltzer
and then like
craze
the whole
is gonna
slushy
die.
thing that came in, and the glitter beer and all the stupid fucking shit that goes into it. The
slime beer too.
I'm just like, dude, like,
yeah.
This is why I like drinking this more than anything now. Like I love drinking PBRs. I'm just like, dude, just take it back.
I like it.
No, honestly, I'd rather be like, hey, do you want this like triple milkshake IPA that has no lactose, but it's still like a milkshake IPA? I'd be like, no, give me a PBR. Give me your Pilsner, because I just want to have a beer that I can enjoy and not judge, because that's where it got to, where you had to just judge every single thing you were tasting.
That's how I just eat in general.
That's fine. But my thing is like,
it's like you said earlier, you don't like Burger King because it doesn't taste good. No, the fuck you did. So beer is different. Like PBR does not taste good.
No. Hold on. It's not even about that. It's more so about the fact that like you had to be this person who had to like know exactly what you're talking about to just be relevant in the beer industry, or to be around beer people.
That's what you're talking about.
That it just kind of ruined the whole situation. So if like it's like, oh, I can taste this, but you have to be just like in the back and we're like, this tastes like shit. I can't. You know what I mean?
It's like, ooh, I can taste the Citra. And it's like, no, you fucking can't. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You can't taste the citrus.
Like beer snobs really ruined the beer industry because they wanted to be relevant and cool. And I'm just like, dude, just enjoy the fucking beer. Like
that was the worst part about working in a brewery tap room.
I fucking hated it, man.
You had these people come in and just like, oh, so what adjuncts did you put in? And for if you don't know, an adjunct is literally fucking flavoring that you put into a beer. It's literally like artificial flavor.
Yeah.
And they call it adjuncts, so it's not weird. It was like, oh, what adjuncts were used in here? I'm like,
I got so exhausted from
like
that,
the
dude.
fuck you tell me, man. What do you taste? Like I don't even know what fucking beer you're drinking. I just clocked in like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, yo, stop.
Yeah,
like
for
just
real.
sit, like the thing about beer is it's supposed to be a social gathering thing where we all do it together. Fucking the Revolutionary War like depended on it when it came to pubs and talking about things and doing this and doing that. And so like for me, like
I'd fact check that.
It's fucking true. I swear to God, everyone in that era was like alcoholics, but they would never call themselves that. Anyways. For me, like it's now just more about like let me just grab a beer that I enjoy. I don't want to talk about the beer. I just want to enjoy it and have a conversation with you. And that like got ruined by the beer industry.
And that's why I think there's like a
And beer snobs more than
resurgence of like
anything.
lagers and pilsners and
Thank
what they
fucking
called
God.
crispies.
Flagships.
No, it's not flagships. It's not what I'm talking about at all.
Oh.
But like crispy beers is like the very low level light beers with very little flavor are coming up now because just fucking people are over it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I get the whole again like the seltzer movement. I might not be okay with it, but I'll still drink them because again, it's
All the seltzers taste like shit. They
Yeah.
all taste like some weird plastic. Doesn't matter who made it or not. It just tastes weird.
and my thing is like, yo, if it's there, I'm gonna drink it. I'm just not gonna be a snob anymore because I was over that because it is just like people who are just want to feel like they're better than you because they have better beer knowledge. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. Like,
Yeah. Which a lot of times they didn't, which was the best part.
yeah, dude, beer snobs.
They're fucking idiots. All of them are fucking stupid. They drink beer. They don't make beer. They've never made beer. Oh, they made a homebrew. They made a Fat Tire clone back in the early 2000s, but that's literally all they've done with it.
But hey, quick shout out to all the girly breweries out there. We salute you.
Y'all, 6 of them? 5 of them?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know there
4?
were 6 at one point. I don't know.
I think there's 4 that I can think of right now.
Well,
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it.
5.
Who's the 5th?
So you got your Welds, your Wilds, your Bricks, then your Crabs,
fuck. Yeah, you're right. It is 5. It is.
and then your Green Earths.
Oh, that's 6 then. The plows.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever they're called now.
The plows.
Yeah, because they just got bought out.
It is 6.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Ha! I was right. She was wrong.
I feel terrible that I forgot. I mean, there's one that I don't really care that I forgot about, but yeah. If you guys have any thoughts about what we're saying, if you think we're total assholes, please let us know. Because I'd rather have this conversation with you guys. I mean,
Yeah, if you think we have no idea what we're talking about,
beer culture single-handedly
come at
did
me, bro.
help. It did help downtown quite a bit, but there is something to be said about the fact that they're just trying to be so with everything, but also try to be like the edgy thing that it's so stupid. Just make your flagships, experiment with things, but don't make it seem like it's the next best thing.
and don't listen to this guy at all.
Yeah. So
Anyway, yeah.
so don't like, comment, and subscribe.
We totally forgot to call time on that. I have no idea when time expired.
No, it's okay. I know.
Oh, you know? Oh. I guess there's going to be no end time on that because we just literally started ranting.
And that's time.
Yeah, time. But it's kind of funny. Like, I started, like, we're not really that passionate about it anymore. And then we just fucking rant
I think
about it
it's
for
just-
10 minutes.
I think for me, it just comes more. There's a lot of personal things that happen between me and beer that were good and that were bad, and I'm just kind of over the fact that it was one of the things like I wanted to be involved, and I realized that I just didn't like the culture of it, so I'm not really
Yeah.
involved anymore.
That's very true.
Yeah.
The culture of the like brewery industry in general is very different from a lot of other industries. Like I'll say it's most comparable to like a restaurant, but at the same time it's not comparable to a restaurant at all.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's very different.
I'd rather drink a PBR than try to look for something else that I just don't know if I'm gonna like or not. Honestly,
Yeah, I like different flavors.
Like if it's not 90 shillings, I'll be like, all right, give me a PBR.
you know, it's singular. It's 90 shilling.
If it's like I'm saying more than one because I'm gonna drink more than one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Still 90 shilling.
shillings.
It's not multiple. You don't pluralize it. It's already plural.
Well, if there's two 90 shilling,
Yeah, it's 290 shilling.
290 shillings.
And it's
It's 90
$2.90
shillings. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube if you're hearing us on any type of podcast out there, whether it be on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your
Spotify.
podcast. Did I miss Spotify?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the first one you said.
I was on a roll. I thought I was doing so good.
Yeah.
And if you're on YouTube watching us,
Like, comment, subscribe.
and listen to us on
And-
other things.
And then we come out with 2 videos a week sometimes.
Sometimes.
Every Wednesday and Friday.
Sometimes.
We'll come out with a little secret video this week because our Friday video got jacked up somehow.
Always on Wednesdays, sometimes on Fridays. Results may vary, restrictions apply. See Chris for details.
Yes, please see me because I'm just going to complain the entire time.
I just want to do one of those, like, not available in the states of Hawaii. Call it the details of pride. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLING-PROBLEM.
I think you just did. You just did what you wanted to do.
I just mumbled a lot of that, and hopefully it was good. But hey, you guys, have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good week. Hope you guys had a good Easter.
Have a good.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm going to do a quick plug. If you guys haven't heard my new song, we produced it here at the studio. It's called Good. It's on all streaming platforms as well.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Because you'd plug it in the corner. That one. You're
We'll
not
do
going
it.
to do that either.
Right there.
You're not going to fucking
If you
do
pointed it, ready? Go. I probably won't do it.
it. You're not going to do it.
Have a good night, guys.
That's a waste of time. Like, we always say that you're going to do it, and then you just never do it.
Bye.
There's so many videos
Bye.
where you just say, like, oh, we can do it over here.
I said fucking bye.
Bye.